So many people today are so fake. I'm dealing with this at my job, even on a regular basis. If I'm ever shopping at Home Depot or Walmart, what do I see? Most of the time, people are distracted. They're on their cell phones. And then people wonders why the attention span to just have a regular conversation with the average American, it's slim to none. It's almost like it's obsolete at this point. Like, it's not the norm. It's not the norm for a regular stranger to go up to somebody or pass by a stranger at random and say, hey, good morning, how you doing, how's it going? It's not normal because you don't see it. It's rare. It's very rare to come across that. And as scary as it may sound, this world, life on Earth is not going to get any better. Living so long in America, I'm just convinced that, and I've been accepted that a lot more people today are more selfish than ever. They're more to themselves. They're more on their cell phone. They're more on social media. It's creating a lot of delusional people to even think that there's something always better out there online and on the internet. I even have to catch myself. I have my own escapes. I have my own escapes from problems to de-stress. My main escape should be God. And it should be the same case for everybody else. But most of the world, majority, does not see that because it's not trending. I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. God is not trending. God isn't trending. Another thing that I wanted to bring up is that the culture in America, it sucks. You see, when it comes down to smaller countries or some places where it's a smaller town or a smaller population, at least the conversations that you have with people are more intimate. There's times I'm now tired of having to always conversate and waste my breath now is because, hey, I need my de-stressor. I need the time to just stay to myself. I'm more of an introvert now because I'm just there. And two, I've gotten tired of always going out of my way and feeling like I'm playing myself. And I'm playing myself like if I'm the class clown of my job, I gotta make people laugh. And once I set that impression, people always expect that from me. And I don't want to always put on that front. And I don't want to come off like I'm fake. I'm a human being just like anybody else. See, social media could be to blame on the fakeness that is spreading around America, but it's not the majority of the blame. It's the culture. It's the influences. It's the people that are following one another. Social media is a major drug. It's like a drug. Once you get a hit, you just keep going. You just don't want to stop. And I'm just going to keep it real. Most people in society does not care about men in general. The average man who is thinking about deleting himself on a daily basis, many people is not thinking about him. What's one of the main things people do? when they hear about someone dying. They don't really care as much. Some people may talk about it, but at the end of the day, there's no push for change. Because with how this world is going, how technology is going, they want people to be stuck. They want people to be behind a screen. And not to even stray off of topic, but this is all related to the fakeness in society. I'm at work today, and I'm looking around. Most people are on their cell phones. A lot of people are not even acknowledging you. They don't even care if you exist. I'm now to the point where I'm tired of going out of my way to say, hey, good morning, good afternoon, how's it going, how's your day doing? And then I'm not getting that same respect back. I'm going back to how I used to be. Straight up introvert. I'm focusing on body game, aka working out, focusing most of my attention on God, my children, my wife, and some of the family that actually matters. I'd rather put most of my focus and energy on that because it's actually better that way. And on top of that, being an extrovert and going out of your way to always talk to people, that could be draining and tiresome after a while. There's times that I just want to recuperate, recharge, stay to myself. It's not about me just getting older. It's just that it becomes stale and annoying after a while, where you go out of your way to always talk to people, but you don't get the same respect back. And then, just like I said earlier, men in general are always expected to do the approaching, start the conversation, start the spark. We don't want to keep talking. We don't want to lead things to keep going, lead things along. Which, in some sense, I don't have a problem with that. If I'm doing it in a relationship, like I'm with my wife. But after a while, you would expect to feel like, okay, do I even matter? I have feelings too. See, society shames men from wanting to just express themselves or complain about matters like this. But when it's women, everyone is quick to listen, especially if she looks attractive. I'm just gonna keep it real. Most of the world is built off your status, your money, the things you got, the things you could provide, and how attractive you are at the exact same time. And if you're even useful to that person. It may be shallow, but hey, this is how the world works. This is human nature. This is real life. And unfortunately, so many people in life is very fake. It is not worth going out of your way to play yourself all the time when you're around your coworkers. You're saying, hey, good morning, how's it going? And no one genuinely, not much, but many of the times, a lot of people does not genuinely want to talk to you. They don't respect you. And it also could be because of how you look, or it could be because they're racist. This is coming from a black guy because I've experienced racism, and I live in South Carolina. And I'm ready to get my stuff together and get up out of here. Because South Carolina is one of the worst states that you could ever live in. And genuinely speaking, I don't get why there's so many people that are moving here, because they're also bringing up the price and they're bringing up the cost of living as well. Especially in Summerville, South Carolina. Because that's the area that I live in. Okay? I've been looking into states like Massachusetts, Michigan, Illinois. I've been looking into different states. States with colder climates. Also due to climate change. I've been looking into colder states with 4 seasons for a reason. And that could be saved for another topic, but All I'm saying is this. A lot of people out there in America, culturally speaking, are fake. Even at my job, there could be cases and times where people are just talking and talking and talking. They act like I don't even exist. And that's another video that I have to even bring up. This world in general, especially in America, does not care about the bottom totem pole of essential, everyday, average, entry-level workers. Like the workers who are flipping burgers at Burger King or McDonald's. They don't care about the average entry-level workers. They don't. They don't, because they think like, okay, you don't matter. Even though they may be saying, hi, how's it going? It's like, you don't matter 100%. It's just the fakeness of a lot of people is what gets me. And it's what socially turns me off to want to go out of my way to genuinely go out of my way to talk to people if nobody's not giving me the same respect or reciprocation. And I don't think I'm wrong for this. The culture in America has changed for the worse, and it can only get worse as technology progresses. Because real life interactions is always a lot better than online interactions. Okay? Real life interactions can never be replaced with online interactions, because being behind a screen, you never know what the person is thinking, if the person genuinely means what they say, or you can't even see their facial expressions. You can't get that actual connection. You can't sense it, you can't see it, you can't smell it, you can't experience it. And this is where we are in the 21st century in 2024. And it sucks. I've had many encounters where I was just upset, pissed off, and look, nobody cared to come to my aid. Of course, people are so stuck on their phones, nobody does not understand much about reading a person, body language, understanding the person. Hey, how are you doing? How's your day going? Stuff like that can make anybody happy. Just to actually have somebody to talk to. And unfortunately, there's no such thing as a brotherhood in America. YouTube is not the place for a lot of men to get together. And based off my observation, my own perspective, I can't relate to many men, because most men today are part of the world. Most men are out of shape. They're not talking about God. They're genuinely not talking about growth, changing for the better, just talking to one another, uplifting one another. Music is not a replacement of that. Human connections. Actual human connection. Just talking amongst another. I even get the same energy from women in some cases where they think that, oh, he's hitting on me. Ugh, he's not my type. And that may be the case. By all means, I don't care. But a smile and a hey, how are you, and a good morning, good afternoon goes a very long way. Because there's not many people smiling. There's not many people that's welcoming. I try to go out of my way to talk to some brothers and other men. And what do I get? I don't get that genuine respect and reciprocation in many cases, even in real life. Because there's times where if the conversation is going somewhere, that person ends up disappearing. Or in other cases, there could be a time where their true colors comes out, where every time when I'm around them, when I'm trying to say, hey, how's it going? Now I'm going off my way to talk to you. You act like I don't exist, or you just give me a fake smile, or you start getting annoyed. And I'm like, okay, then I'm just going to exit my way out of your life so I can save my sanity and save my own time. Because I got better things to do with my time. You don't deserve my time. I'm going to take it back. And that's where I'm at. I recommend fellas out there. There's nothing wrong with being an introvert. In my position, I'm to the point now where it's like, I'd rather you come and talk to me. If you need me, come find me. Unless just any other interactions that I may have on a daily basis or a monthly basis, customer service, talking to a representative, things like that. All that is common sense. Being cordial with my coworkers, all that is common sense. But everybody else, I'm not doing it. You gotta approach me and talk to me. And like I said, society expects men to always break their backs, to go out of their way, to start a conversation, to start the spark. And I'm tired of doing that as well. I'm not no monkey climbing on trees. I'm not a class clown. I'm not trying to play tricks or to try to get attention. I'm not doing none of that. I'm done. I'm throwing in the towel. I'm done. I'm done with the fake people. I've had many encounters and cases of people who I genuinely was talking to. And turns out they did not like me. They didn't even want to talk to me for whatever reason. And hey, that's all right. And that's okay. That's only just going to further teach me and convince me that I'd rather stay more to myself from now on. I'd rather be introverted at this point, because saving my breath and saving my time and just having more of alone time and a me time, I'd rather have that than waste my time with somebody that is not going to care or to acknowledge me in the end of the day. Or even just put up a front. Put up a front. Because that I don't even do. Hey, I'm not going to make this video any longer than this. That's my rant, and that's all I got to say. Casual Talk here. Peace out. Let me know what you think. And then the last thing I'm going to say is this. There's nothing we could do about changing this. To even create a change, it'll only take a miracle for that to happen. And by all means, with how this world is going, it's just going to get worse and worse. Most people, in general, are going to be more stuck on their smartphones. And a lot of people are not going to really be that much genuine as they used to anymore. A lot of people, like, coming across a humble, genuine person with the right character is very hard to come by. But I can see why it's very hard to come by, or why some of these people are closed off, is because genuine, kind people, many cases today, are seen as weak, and society has taught that, and a lot of people sees it as weak and someone to just be taken advantage of. And I'm not the one. I'm not the one. People could think and call me, oh, you're arrogant, you think you're all that. You could think of me all you want to be in that category, because I want to stay to myself, and I'm just tired of the games, tired of putting myself out there to just get negative energy in return in many cases. No. It's not the interactions that I'm tired of. It's the fakeness that comes with it with a lot of people. I'm taking my energy back. I'm getting older. I'm in my early 30s. I'm just trying to get myself together at this point. And time again, I said it many times, I'd rather save my energy, most of it at least, on the right things outside of work, to focus more on God, my time, and my life. Just being honest and keeping it real. Just keeping it real. Casual Talk here. Peace out. Let me know what you think.